keep spraying. Anywhere you see dirt, spray it. You don't have to be pretty. Running out. Yeah, running out. Yeah. Sorry, not gonna destroy anything. If you do, sorry. Somebody else will cry about it. Easy off. Hey, I don't care, use it all. Don't keep spraying.
Huh?
Just keep spraying. Brush, whatever. Spraying this in the car, just make everything feel. Alright, so since it's getting cold and I had to put a jacket on, I literally, blah, blah, blah. Can't talk today. Found this Easy Off cleaner inside the truck, and I think I use it to clean that engine or something from here, or the wheels, I forget. So what I'm doing is I'm just spraying all of it and then hosing it down because it's getting cold. I think it's the yellow one that, you know, kills you when you sleep. It's super strong. I just want to get all the grind. My daughter's over there, she's helping me. So thanks for your help, girl. I want to get all the grind because if you look at an engine bay, you know, with what they call it, like first impressions, when you see a real greasy engine bay, you'll be like, oh, something's leaking, this is wrong, I don't know about this, and you cry. So let's hose it down. Like I said, I didn't scrub anything because I couldn't find the brush, but you could see. By the way, I have a pressure washer, so you would think I would bring that out. But you could see I'm not trying to spend too much time here today because it's cold and, like I said, my back hurts. And before anybody says anything, yeah, I am young, but I do have a lot of back issues. So before anybody goes on the comments going, oh my God, you're young, I still ride around and do this, that, and third. That's good for you. I pray the best for you. I'm not one to give excuses. I'm still out here. All right. So this is the finished product. You could tell I wiped a little bit of engine dressing here on the plastics. It's literally pretty much like Black Magic tire shine, but it's supposed to clean it up and give it a nice shiny dull look, not like a super extra Armor All look. I think if you apply the stuff correctly and keep working it in over and over again, it works pretty good. As you can see, even the overspray on the rad makes it look new. I'm not trying to go for perfection here. Obviously, by the time I get this thing running, it's probably going to need another pass or something like that. But you can see all the plastic shined up, all the crud came off. Like this stuff right here, I didn't even clean. Or down there, I probably should have. Maybe I could. Yeah, I probably could wipe it off, make it look more presentable. But there's a lot of, my jacket got stuck. There's a lot of areas in this truck, engine bay, that, you know, I didn't even really spray and clean like I should. And right now, it shows, but it's alright, it's not perfection. This truck is not even running right now. Like I said, it needs a transmission. And I've been taking my sweet old time trying to do it because my back hurts and everything else. But as you can see, engine bay is clean. I'm trying to get a good shot, nice and clean for, you know, a quick spray. I barely use that rag to clean anything, mostly the core support. And you can see everything, like this vacuum thing, spray again. The brakes right here, it's pivoted or something. Probably get that with a brush, I'm not even sure. But it looks way better, and way better than what it was before. I think if I literally took my time and cleaned this engine bay, it will come out a lot better. And I probably will not have overspray everywhere. Just cleaning it alone will do a great job. You can see the engine junction thing is on the cowl right there, and it's nice and shiny. Wet in a few areas. I'm going to let it self dry. I'm going to let everything self dry, and then maybe if I do get it running, I'll take out the power washer and clean the areas that I didn't get to. You can see how clean that came out and I didn't even scrub it. That come out and I didn't scrub it. So imagine a little elbow grease on this will go a long way. And I just noticed my light is on. So there you go, nice and clean. Like I said, overspray. If you take your time and do this right, you will have a better result than this. Obviously, I'm just trying to rush because it's cold. My dogs are outside. And like I said, my back hurts and I am done for today. Just another quick clip to give you guys more content and updates on these fine, pristine Bondo trucks. So you can hear my trucks idling. It's pretty loud because I have the timing advanced to 10 degrees, but I put the chip on it back that advances the timing, and I think I might have a vacuum leak, but it's running perfect for right now. It's literally like 900 RPMs, I believe. I need to get a tack working on this thing, so keep having a remote one. And if you're wondering what's a remote one, is one that I hook up temporary. Just look at it while I'm tuning up the truck. And so right now you can hear it's running. There's no sputtering. For some reason the truck will run, and every time you hear like a gallop, like it's like one of the cylinders is misfiring. You got a vacuum leak or something like that. If you look closely, let's see if I can turn on my light. There you go. I have this vacuum line off, and then I have that other line hooked up to vacuum, manifold vacuum, and it has a T running that way into this line. I have a lot of vacuum lines everywhere. I need to buy caps to remove some of these vacuum lines, but right now she's running pretty good. Nice idle, consistent idle. Consistent idle. I put it in drive, and the way I like to tune any car, naturally aspirated or turbocharged, I like to run a vacuum gauge. I have a vacuum gauge in my garage, in my shed, that I will put and tune carburetors. This one has a vacuum gauge so I can see the boost, and when I put it in drive, when I put a load on it, it does not fall on his face. Normally when you put it on drive, it kind of dips down a little bit, then come back up. This one does not. See, when I put it in neutral, it is a little bit, say 20 something, 21, kind of hard to read that gauge, but I'll put it back in drive, it goes like around to 20, and then if I give it gas a little bit, it spikes up pretty good. The way I like it is responsive. So the way I have this truck set up is get all that water. The way I have this truck set up is pretty much a bone stock inline six with a turbo. I do not have no aftermarket fuel injectors. I have the stock one that I just cleaned. I don't have a big turbo. I have a real small turbo with a small exhaust housing, so you get in boost quickly, more than having a big exhaust housing. And then when I redid my exhaust manifold, I have, I don't know if you can see down there, I have a 90, goes down to another 90, goes down to like a 45, and then another 45, and then out to the back. So it doesn't spool up as quickly as before when I had just an open down pipe. I have a wastegate and an intercooler now, and this is a small intercooler. It's not too big to brag home about. It is hard mounted now. I need to, you know, clean up everything, but right now it works. The wastegate works like it should. All the vacuum lines and everything's nice and tight and secure like it should. I'm probably gonna zip tie them out the way, and like I said, the issue I was having, it was just having a rough idle, and I went to the idle control valve, and I knew before I started changing vacuum lines on this truck and deleting on some stuff, the idle air control needs to go in the vacuum, I believe, or to the canister. The canister got removed and relocated down to the frame rail, So what I did was I just went to another vacuum source, and then I capped off this side. I'm going to probably put a cap down here to clean it up some. And it's idling perfectly fine. It's idling at, I think, like 900, I said. And I've been letting it warm up for the last few minutes, and it's doing pretty good. You can see it's not doing that hesitation like it has a miss or something like that. The light on my license plates is bright as hell, but you could literally hear the exhaust. If I come over here, come down here, you can hear the exhaust. It sounds pretty good. Now I still need to mount the exhaust hanger. Then I want to 45 the exhaust out from underneath the cab, because I don't want to hear or smell this thing all the time. This truck does run a little bit rich for some reason. I think an aftermarket ECU and I can fine tune it would be great and get rid of all the stuff I don't need on it. But for right now, it sounds really good. It does have a dead spot when you give it throttle, but it is what it is. And I just kind of, when I hit the throttle, my hands are white on this camera. When I hit the throttle, I kind of go a little fast to skip that dead spot, and it drives like a normal vehicle. And I had this issue for a few weeks, but now it looks like it's fixed. It sounds like it's fixed. It sounds pretty good. And yeah, I did buy the paint gun. This is kind of an update I'm gonna give you guys. I did buy the paint gun, some body filler to finish this cab corner. I need to finish welding the inside of the bed, of the cab. I need to grind this down and weld it, and then body filler and paint it. And I want to re-primer the bed, because if you look, I did one quick coat, and if anything spills on it, it just gets stained, and a lot of it is kind of coming off because the day I sprayed it, it kind of rained and it wasn't fully dry yet. And then this area right here, if it doesn't have Bondo in a POS, right, in a poop box, a shit box, whatever you want to call it, this needs to be done better. But at least the truck is running correctly now.